Hey, dude, it's been like a month since the election. You been sleeping? What have you been doing?
Oh, we're working. We're
Okay.
working, man. Everybody's in the office working. See?
Okay.
We're,
Yep.
we're working. What have you been doing?
Well, a lot of things, just so we're clear. I have a lecture tonight,
Really?
lecture 3 of my lecture series. Okay. I don't know if you've heard
Okay.
about these.
Okay.
But I needed to get back to basics. So I got my wall I've got my wall settled up for the next period of time now. All right. I got John Lewis back up here in the driver's seat. All right. I got the Freedom Riders over here and I'm ready to go, man. I got my hair cut. I'm all set.
Are you there? Oh, you're there. Okay. Yeah, I forgot how to use Zoom.
It's all right. It's
Can you
okay.
hear me?
I'm used to talking when you're just not paying attention. So it's fine. Okay.
Oh, that's good. That's good. This would being a college professor gets you this experience with that.
It's true. We're
Um,
like, doesn't matter, man. You're in the room. All right.
yeah. So listen, hey, we've been busy at work here. We're getting ready for next year, man. We got some big things happening. Got some really big things. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, I get to take a drink of water. I understand. It's been a long time since you did a Zoom too.
So, well, no, actually, it's only been at this point in time about 37 minutes since I was last on Zoom.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It's been a long time since you've been done a Zoom with other people, who not on a lecture series.
Yeah. So let's set. Are we bringing back CP3D for a couple days here, man? Are we bringing it back?
Well, I mean, we're gonna do a little bit, but my big thing is I got to catch you up because I don't know why you've been on vacation or something. We've been cooking some cool things. So I want to talk about one of them right now. I think do we have a staff meeting coming up here in a second?
Oh,
We got to hustle up and do it.
you're the executive director, so we have a staff meeting whenever you say. Okay.
Okay, we got a staff meeting coming up soon, and but I wanted to tell you about this thing because you're not actually in the office here. I wanted to tell you about this new thing that we got coming up.
Okay. So you look, we're doing this podcast because you texted me and you said, dude, I got something I need to talk to you about. All right.
That's
And
right. That's
and
right.
we're here. And so I haven't slept basically since you texted me with that. All right.
Okay, good, good. That should be the proper response when I text you. You don't sleep. You just start thinking about what I'm going to say. Okay, so listen. Here's the thing. Uh, Common Power is based in Seattle.
Wow. Wow. I'm so glad. This is big, man. This is big. Okay.
All right, that's it. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. That's it. I'm out. I'm out of here. Uh, we're based in Seattle, but we have good people all over the country, and even more after this recent election. Uh, and that is a strength to us. So one of the things that we're going to do this next year, and also for the years afterwards, and let me just say it explicitly. One of the things that we're going to need during the Trump years
Okay.
are all of these people that we have all over the country for two clear reasons. First off, okay, one of them is they're super awesome and we want to keep them. Okay,
Okay.
they make us better. A bunch of people from Seattle does not cut it. It's not enough to serve the country. We need people from all over the country to be a part of our volunteer community and to maintain their presence with us. They're great people. We want to keep them.
Okay.
So these are the volunteers. They're volunteer leads. They're some of our Action Academy people. They are some of our educators. Like we want to maintain some of the good people that we got. So that's one thing.
The value of that in my world, as I interpret that into my lens, is we get regional variation in cookies. All right, we're going to get regional variation in the kinds of cookies
I don't know where
that
you're
we
going.
possibly have.
With it.
All right, we're going to see which kinds play well in different regions. Okay.
I don't know because there's a universal truth that chocolate chip cookies with nuts are the best cookies. So this is not like that. This is as if there were different best cookies. Yeah.
I saw a great supporter of ours that who will go unnamed, but Jen gave me some cookies yesterday, and they're
Jen
chocolate
gave
chip,
you
chocolate chip, and she said there's no nuts in them because there's, they should not have nuts. And I ate them all in
that.
the car ride back from her meeting with her.
That is so foul. And now I see why you went on that meeting without me. All right.
Okay, so
Shenanigans. Anyway,
number one, we need all these people.
So hold on. We want to retain good people, but number two is that those people make us better. Those diverse perspectives from all over the country actually make us a better organization and a better community. We need to know what it's like to mobilize in the Midwest. We need to know what it's like to mobilize in a red state. We need to know how things are shifting for the people who are being targeted by the Trump administration.
Yeah,
we need to know exactly not only what they need, but also how they're mobilizing themselves, because they're going to be working. They're not just going to be victims. They're going to be activated, some of these people. Some of those states are places where the people there may have voted for Trump, and they realize very quickly they made a mistake, and they're looking for a way to atone for that and looking for an organization to get involved with. So us being present in those places is a big focus of ours in 2025.
So you're saying that there's value in having these volunteers from around the country that brings like their knowledge, their experiences, their networks of connection and learning from those places. Yep. Okay. So they make us better. Great. So how many people would you estimate are falling into this bucket that you're talking about here among the volunteers at CP, percentage wise?
I'm going to bring in somebody else. I'm gonna call in Binh to join this call so she can talk about some specifics. Because one of the things of a good leader is I don't get too far over my skis, man. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I don't ever want to think that I know everything, and I got good people around me. Hopefully she's gonna join soon. But
she's here, man. Binh's here.
She's here. She's here.
If you do it on the phone, you don't know these things, but when you do it on the laptop, you see everybody.
I know. I see.
It's helpful.
I see it now.
That's actually not true, because if you swipe left, you can actually see everybody on the phone too.
I know, but not in one view. Not in one view. You need to see it in one view.
I just haven't done this in a while. So,
Binh, my question for you, Binh, I'm just going to jump ahead of here because he's taking a long time. My question for you, Binh, is what's the percentage of people outside of Seattle relative to inside of Seattle that now comprise the CP volunteer universe? Just ballpark.
Ballpark?
Yeah.
40%
outside of Seattle, around the United States.
From outside of Washington. So I think there's like a higher number of people who are outside of the Seattle metropolitan area. At least that's the latest from our volunteer survey that went out a couple of days ago. Okay, so you're talking 40% from outside of state of Washington, and that's got to be a doubling, a tripling, a quadrupling from just a year or two ago. Yeah, something like that. I think it's definitely at least an 100% increase, right?
That'd be a doubling.
The really
That'd
cool.
Doubling.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, David. Yeah, that's math.
Yes. Okay.
Hey, yeah, I just want to say this is a master's degree student here. Okay.
Hey, so I got a master's in writing, not mathing.
It's that's good. And that's there were 2,000 people who volunteered with us last year, right? Non-unique, 1,000? I think 1,500 unique.
Yeah. You mean this year, not last year. We're still in 2024.
Are we still there? I'm already you may be in 2025 and 2024. I'm already in 25. Okay.
Ooh, okay. I dig that. But
okay,
yes,
so
I'm in the future.
That's great. You guys can talk all about this next time you see each other, like in 3 minutes. Okay, but just for the sake of the podcast, we're going somewhere, I think. So they got this idea about retaining these people from around the country. Was there going to be something we do that helps us to retain these individuals?
Yeah, so we're talking about, and we're not going to give you everything right now because we're gonna We're going to go into much more detail in January, but this is a preview. We are evolving our field presence, our community presence to, God, I almost said the word systematize. Whoa, that's terrible. That's the corporate America is like creeping up behind me. We're going to build some permanence around it. Let me just say that. It's not, this is not some like flash in the pan, one-off thing. This is not just some like marketing tool. We're actually, we understand that the next few years are going to call for more of this. So we're actually building capacity around increasing how many volunteers that we have that are from these areas, supporting them, not just virtually, but in person, and then also bringing more of their thoughts, feelings, perspectives into what we do.
Yeah.
What else would you add, Ben?
Can I share something that really excites me about this then? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Without giving too much away, right? I think what's really exciting about this idea is that it really opens up opportunity for us to redefine what we do, and by we I mean Common Power, what Common Power does with volunteering. Because like I think right now we've just been so focused on door knocking and like engaging with voters face to face, you know, but civic engagement is so much broader and so much more creative than just that. I think having a dedicated pool of volunteers across the country really gives us the opportunity to plug into more channels and into more ways of making difference and impact than we can do with just like a Seattle-based organization with volunteers all over the country, right? So,
okay. So great.
Yeah,
So
and I would say that the Trump years are going to demand this of us. We're going to actually have to be more creative and more nimble. We're going to have to not do the same things that we've done already, and this will allow us to meet those needs.
Okay, so as what you're describing to me, that there's going to be HQ in Seattle, and everybody's going to come to Seattle for meetings. Is that what you're talking about here, or is there going to be some other structure you're talking about here? Because what you haven't, so it's great that you want to retain everybody, but is there anything you're going to do to make it happen?
David's trying to get us to reveal the whole thing. We're not going to tell you everything right now, David. Okay.
You don't have everything to reveal, man. That's why you can't.
We are telling you.
No.
We're telling you that it'll be in person. It'll be on the ground, and it'll be in places around the country.
Okay.
So it's not going to be over Zoom. And some of this stuff it's going to be interesting because it's not for everybody, right? Like this is not something where somebody in Seattle can access this stuff. This is going to be for the people in Chicago. This is going to be for. Oh God, I just said a city.
Oh, okay.
I just said a city.
Okay.
it's okay.
This
You
is
just
gonna
leaked it a little
be-
bit.
I
In
did. I just leaked
person.
a little bit.
So here, this is me, the investigative reporter. So in person,
Yeah, you are.
on the ground, not for everybody. Chicago is a hypothetical place for this. Okay.
Yeah.
So give me, we need a word, man.
Yeah, because it's true.
We need a name.
No, we're not. I'm not gonna.
We need a name here. Come on, give us something, man. Give us something.
Okay.
Okay.
It's called Arms. Okay, it's CP Arms.
Bro. You know, it's like branches of a tree. It's like it's like seeds that you plant. It's
I'm thinking of it in terms of militia arms. Great. Okay.
No. Oh God. No, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. That's way further down the disaster playbook. Okay. We're not there. It's called Hubs, is what it's called. That's all we're gonna give you, David. Okay.
Okay. I want it. You're not just giving it to me though. That's important. We want CP Nation to have like an idea, like this thing that they can noodle on. All right.
Okay. It's called Hubs.
Hubs.
It's called Hubs. That's it. That's all we've gone too far. We've said too much.
Wait, actually, David, isn't there a place that people can go to, or maybe a time or like a thing that people can go to maybe
hear more?
See part two?
Part
yeah,
two?
Get more?
So today is you don't all know this. You're watching this because you're watching this Wednesday morning on December 4th, but we're recording it on December 3rd because we're all going to be on a plane tomorrow. All right, we're going to be on a plane for part of a learning tour because that's part of what we do. Is we do education and community always 24/7 evergreen. But what I think Ben is suggesting here, and I don't know, I'm slow on the uptake here. But what I think that Ben is referencing is that the middle of January, we don't have a date set for this, but maybe we might think of like the 15th. We're going to do a state of CP, presentation by our executive director, Charles James Douglas III, who's going to talk about this idea, hubs. He may talk about a couple others. We'll see. Okay. But he's going to at least talk about this one. All right.
It'll be multiple ideas, but this is the first one. Okay. All right. I gotta go, man. We've said too much.
No, we really did.
No, Charles, you go ahead and go. Can I have Ben for a second here? All right.
No, you're trying to squeeze more out of her.
Wait, Charles, stay. Kidding. Yes, David. All right, it's your turn. Interrogate me.
Look, I have the host abilities. I can remove Charles. Watch this. Watch this.
I'm getting out of here. No, I'm leaving. You can't remove me. I'm out of here. Bye.
There, he's been removed. Okay.
Oh, no. Okay.
And then it asked me if I want to report him. No, I'm not going to report him. All right. So hubs, look, I'm a communications person to my core. And one of the things that I would do with organizations that I've worked with and consulted with over the years is we would play kind of a fun game that had absolute seriousness, though, which is when you begin to brand or talk about the values that you as an organization are committed to, or the ideas, and you choose words bring with them certain things. All right. Words bring with them certain things. And so we would always talk about everything that gets named like a value of an organization is like an iceberg. Here's the word up here, but underneath the water is all of this stuff that is part of the iceberg too, but you can't see it. All right. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to talk about like the word hubs per se, because you guys are going to think about that and tell us more about that. But at the core of this is the idea, right, of nationalizing this organization in a way that allows.
Is he going further? Excuse me?
It allows people to have ownership of spaces that are not just out of Seattle, right?
He is going further.
Okay,
this is ridiculous.
Wait, no. Let him finish. I may or may not answer. Let him finish.
You might answer this?
I may or may not.
Having a hub in Chicago is not just about Chicago. It's about the Midwest per se, maybe. All right. Having a hub in another part of the country is about the wisdom and the intelligence and the ideas and the people there. So there is a philosophy behind this that is not just about those people. It is a philosophy of the idea of common. All right. Of common power. That common power has to have multiple dimensions to it. And so that you don't have to say anything, but I'm telling you that I'm taken from this idea.
Is he telling us about our own idea?
Well,
I just want to say that
I'm talking to Ben. Okay.
I just want to for those people who are like, how does CP raise money? Yeah, you see this like can't take no for an answer attitude right here from David Domke right here. This is it right here. Okay.
Wait, but no. He doesn't want me to say anything. I think he's finishing a sentence.
Oh, he's saying it for you.
Yeah, he's saying it for me.
He just wants you to nod and agree with what he just said.
Yeah, keep going, David. Finish this.
No, yeah. I'm done there. So to me, there's a philosophy of common here that is really, really important. And like Charles has been bugging us and me for like 5 years and 6 years to have these different locations around the country. But it seems now that with you, Ben, riding shotgun, that we're able to make this happen. So I'm really grateful for you coming along and shutting him up. All right.
Well, kind of. I mean, because like the thing is that this is also a theme with us, right? It's not what we do, but how we do it, right? Okay. And David, like we talked about this before, where there's like a bunch of ideas at Common Power that can't take life until the right circumstances, the right window of opportunity, and more importantly, the right people come along to like help us, right? I think we'll go more into this. I'm not gonna give away much, but I will say that like hubs is not something we thought about 2 weeks ago or even 4 weeks ago when the election happened. We had this idea a year ago, And even before that, it had different iterations with different names, right? So, but like what changed? What changed in this moment where we are able to take this idea off the shelf and like really breathe life into it? We'll go into that in the middle of January.
I love that. I love
Yeah.
that, Ben. I love that because that's how a team works, right? You're like, hey, so and so just arrived and they brought this skill set with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to have a date for this big state of CP kind of conversation or idea presentation by Charles. We'll be announcing that shortly. But today's podcast, the CP3D with Ben podcast, is one of a couple we want to do over the next, let's say, 10 days. Okay, where you two say you've got a couple ideas, right? You got a couple ideas. This is all you're willing to say at this point in time. And folks, I asked Ben and Charles these questions because like they've got these ideas. They've got these ideas. And also, we want a little juice. We want a little bit of the juice too. All right. We need that energy, CP world. We need that energy to know that our leadership has got some of these ideas, right?
Yeah.
So thanks, Ben and Charles, wherever he is now, for meeting us with some of that, because we need a little bit of that ourselves. And you've given us something now.
For sure.
Yeah. So there's going to be a couple more though, right?
Well, yeah, because like everybody's been cooking, David, and like you're fulfilling the role of like delivering it, right? Like the cook's in the kitchen, and now you're like taking the plates and serving it up. Yeah, but like you're gonna hear more about it. It won't be all at once, because when you eat too much at once, you get a stomach ache, right? So you gotta do it in moderation. Same here.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
yeah, all right, more to
All
come.
right. Thanks, Ben. I guess we got a staff meeting. Let's go.
Yes, we do. Okay, bye, David.
Bye.